迎来到我们的 SuperKids Online， 我们又见面了，这是 Kilo Fight。现在我们只做我们的 SuperKids 车10万级面，1、2、3 ，No，SuperKids， 你们做得很好哦。现在我们一起做我的 SuperKids 说，我的 SuperKids 说 Play， 我的 SuperKids 说 Learn， 我的 SuperKids 说 Grrrr， 你们做得好棒哦。现在我只玩的是哦，你们 click 上面就会拿到 Google Form， 做完后记得 click 上面，老师就会印入给你们500分哦，很多哦。现在我们一起站起来做，敬拜神，拜拜。
I'm reading my BUNNIES, and this is what it says to me. It tells me that I'm never ever alone. I'm learning how Jesus came down to us and gave his best. Without a doubt, the best friend you'll ever know. Our God knows exactly what I need, so I remember this. Let's go! When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door. When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door. Oh, oh. I'm reading my BUNNIES, and this is what it says to me. It tells me that I'm never ever alone. I'm learning how Jesus came down to us and gave his best. Without a doubt, the best friend you'll ever know. Our God knows exactly what I need, so I remember this. Let's go! When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door. When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door. Oh, oh. When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door. When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door. God knows exactly what I need, so I remember this. Let's go! When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door. When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door. Oh, oh.
何恩节，现在是背圣经节的时候。但以理书2章20节哦。但以理说，神的名是应当称颂的，从亘古直到永远，因为智慧能力都属乎他。阿们。
Hello， 小朋友，现在又是听故事的时候。今天我要给你看一个东西，这个是什么？这个就是一个枕头啊！今天的故事会关于到一个王，他晚上睡觉的时候，他发了一个梦。让我们一起看但以理如何帮那个王解梦。让我们一起听今天的故事。Daniel and the King's Dream.King Nebuchadnezzar was very pleased with Daniel and his 3 friends. When the king tested them, he found them to be the wisest of all the men in his kingdom. One day, the king woke up in the middle of the night because he had a bad dream. He called all his wise men in to help him understand the dream. He promised the wise men a big reward for their help.The wise men wanted to help him, but they couldn't. The problem was that King Nebuchadnezzar could not remember his dream. The wise man said a second time,
"Tell us your dream, and we will tell you what it means."
At this, the king became very angry with his wise men. He threatened to harm the men if they could not tell him what he dreamed and what it meant.The wise men did not know what to do. They told the king that no one could do what he had asked them to do, and that no other king had ever demanded such a difficult thing of his wise men. But King Nebuchadnezzar was still angry and made an order to hurt all the wise men in Babylon. Daniel and his 3 friends were to be hurt also. When Daniel heard about the problem,He went to see the king. He asked the king to give him some time to understand the dream. Then Daniel went to Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego's house. He asked them to pray for him, that God would tell Daniel what the king had dreamed and what it meant, so that they would not be hurt. God heard their prayers, and at night time, God told Daniel the king's dream and what it meant.Daniel prayed and thanked God for telling him the dream. Then he went to see King Nebuchadnezzar. Daniel told the king about God. He told him that God knows our thoughts and can help us to understand the things that we don't. Then Daniel went on to tell the king all about his dream. When he was finished, the king was very pleased with Daniel and gave him a whole bunch of gifts.He also promoted Daniel and his friends to be his important helpers. God knew King Nebuchadnezzar's thoughts, and he knows our thoughts also. God knows everything. 小朋友，刚才我们听了那个故事，我们看到神帮但以理解了那个王的梦。今天你有没有什么梦你是想神帮你解的呢？你可以祷告，神会告诉你哦。让我们今天一起做一个祷告。亲爱主耶稣，谢谢你这么爱我们。主耶稣，今天这个故事我们看到，你知道我们发的梦，我们头脑想着什么你都知道。求你来与我们同在，求你来光照我们，也教导我们你要我们知道的东西。谢谢主耶稣，我们爱你。奉主耶稣的名求，小朋友说 Amen。 小朋友，现在又是听报告的时候，今天记得要做你的 Google Form， 做了过后记得要 submit， 然后老师就会 email 500分给你们哦。我们下个星期 SuperKids Online 是什么节日呢？下个星期我们是 Popcorn Day， 让我们一起来观看我们的 SuperKids Online 哦。我们下个星期见，拜拜。